Hi everyone, Jenny with On Fire Fit, and welcome to week 6 of our battle plan against the giant. No weapon formed against you will prosper. That comes from Isaiah 54:17. I hope that you have grabbed onto this concept that no matter what the giant is trying to send your way, it doesn't have to prosper. It does not have to strike you. It does not have to hurt you or harm you. You have the power of God. You already have victory. This week we are summing up in one long lesson that you can break down however you wish. You can do it all at once or you can do it in chunks. The reason I made it in one long piece is because the Bible verses were hard to break down. And I think that it flows a little bit easier if you do it all in one. But if you don't have time for that, that's fine. But what I really wanted was for reflection back over the material that we've done over these past 6 weeks. I have found that when I read a book that is very empowering to me, unless I go back and kind of review, take a few notes, look at what really clicked for me, and take some mental notes, write those notes down, contemplate the action steps, and take it and use it to move into my future. Unless I do all of that, it's kind of in one ear, out the other. It makes me feel good at the moment, but it doesn't do anything for me long term. Or at least it doesn't appear to. I'm sure that a lot of things that we've learned in the past are still in there. But what I would like you to do this week is to take a little bit of time to go back and review and really get a grip on what you've been doing over this last 6 weeks. If you don't feel like the giant fell for you, I promise you that God is working in you to make that giant fall. This is not the end of the road. And if you have seen the giant fall, you need to be very aware of the fact, I need to be very aware of the fact that sometimes in the moment of victory, you have the strongest chance of being defeated. And the reason I say that is sometimes when we feel, oh, yes, I finally get it, we let down our guard and we are knocked down again. So we need to stay in that vigilant mode. We need to stay humble before the Lord, knowing that He is the one that provided the victory. It's not, I'm so good, look at what I did. As soon as we get into the wrong mentality, then we are at risk of being knocked down again. So walking in victory means being vigilant. And it does get easier with time. You do start to develop habits that start to stick with you. You start to see things in a different light, like I talked about the other day when my neighbors' workers were working, and I would normally have gone into a bit of a negative mindset, and it didn't take any effort on my part at all to immediately think, I wonder what God could be doing here. It gets exciting. Like, I actually just got chills because you look at life so differently and you just see things from such a clearer perspective that it's exciting. You get to see how God can work in ways that you just didn't ever imagine before. So I want you to really look back over your weeks. What is it that you can do? What action steps? How can you learn to trust more? Where do you need to spend more time in prayer? What kind of plans do you need to make? What kind of resolution do you need to hold firm to? What stuff do you have to anticipate is going to be coming your way in the week to come, in the next month to come, year to come? What can you anticipate could be coming your way and how you're going to counteract it? And then always yearning for God, always keeping Him as our focus. Keep humble before Him so that He will always lift us up. And then just grabbing onto this so that we take it with us for life. So I will talk the next few days over some of the practical things that I do. And if it helps you, that's great. But that's how I'll spend the rest of the week. But you can go through the same material over the course of the week and just kind of get a overview of what we have been talking about. So I will see you tomorrow. Go out and live on fire.